In the endless churn of mud and blood that defines the battlefields of the Trench Crusade, few figures stand as symbols of hope and defiance like the Prussian Feldkaplane. These trench clerics, dispatched by the church militant of the Free State of Prussia, embody a unique union of faith and fury. They are spiritual shepherds and soldiers in equal measure, waging a holy war not only against the Heretic Legion sorcerers, but also against the very darkness of despair that creeps into the hearts of their comrades. Their role is far from ceremonial. For the soldiers of the Free State, survival is not just a matter of steel and grit, but also of unshakable belief. The Feldkaplane stand as a bulwark against the infernal Goetic powers unleashed by the heretics, confronting hellish sorcery with the strength of divine conviction. Armed with sacred weapons and clad in blessed armor, they stride through the trenches, anointed with oils of sanctification, their presence a living prayer on the battlefield. The origins of the Feldkaplane are deeply tied to Prussia's unique theological and political identity. When the Free State of Prussia seceded from the Holy Roman Empire following its first democratic elections, it marked a turning point not only in governance, but also in the role of faith within its military structure. The church militant, recognizing the threat posed by the infernal legions, crafted a specialized order of clergy who could stand shoulder to shoulder with soldiers, fighting both physically and spiritually. But the life of a Feldkaplane is one of constant peril. Heretic commanders place exorbitant bounties on their heads, with rewards doubled by Mammon himself for those captured alive. The captured clerics often meet fates worse than death, their sacred flesh twisted into the grotesque forms of Goetic warlocks. This grim reality fuels their resolve, knowing that failure is not merely personal, but a blow to the morale and faith of the troops they serve. Yet their role transcends combat. The Feldkaplane are shepherds to their flock, providing spiritual guidance and administering last rites amid the carnage. They inspire with their sermons, draw strength from ancient prayers, and lead by example, embodying the unyielding will of the Prussian Free State. In a world beset by infernal horrors, the Feldkaplane offer a glimmer of salvation, even if only through the fires of righteous combat. With every step through the trenches, these clerics carry the weight of their faith, the trust of their soldiers, and the grim knowledge of their own mortality. They are warriors of belief, standing firm against the infernal tide, a testament to the enduring power of hope, even in the bleakest of wars. The sight of a Prussian Feldkaplane stepping into the fray is nothing short of awe-inspiring. Clad in armor that gleams with sacred oils and inscribed with the prayers of countless clerics, these warriors are more than human. They are living embodiments of faith forged in steel. The armor of the Feldkaplane is a masterpiece of both divine craftsmanship and human ingenuity, a blend of symbolic reverence and cutting-edge technology designed to inspire and protect. Each set of armor begins its journey deep beneath the Köln Cathedral in the enigmatic sacrosanct workshops. These ancient chambers, shrouded in the incense-laden air of sanctity, are said to resonate with hymns sung by unseen choirs. It is here that master artisans, guided by the blessings of the church, work tirelessly to craft armor that marries the aesthetic grandeur of the past with the unforgiving demands of modern warfare. The designs echo an age of chivalry, with sweeping pauldrons and intricate engravings, but the materials are anything but archaic. Advances from the Königsberg Institute of Warfare have made this armor resistant to the alchemical horrors unleashed by the Heretic Legion. However, the creation of this armor is not without controversy. The Köln Cathedral, a treasure of the Free State of Prussia, has long been a point of contention between Prussia and the Holy Roman Empire. When Prussia seceded, it claimed the cathedral as its own, a decision met with outrage from the empire. Yet, the church has chosen pragmatism over politics, maintaining the workshop's operation in service of the greater war effort. For now, the sanctity of the cathedral is preserved, but tensions simmer beneath the surface, a reminder that even the holiest places are not immune to the fractures of humanity. The sacred nature of this armor extends beyond its construction. Before it is donned, each set is blessed in an elaborate ritual, where it is anointed with oils derived from ancient alchemical formulas and imbued with the prayers of bishops and cardinals. The armor is said to offer not just physical protection, but also spiritual resilience, shielding its wearer from the corrupting whispers of the Goetic Powers. For the soldiers who fight alongside the Feldkaplane, the sight of this sanctified warrior in the midst of chaos serves as a rallying cry, a beacon of hope in the darkness. Yet, for all its magnificence, the armor is no invincible shell. The Heretic Legion's infernal forces test its limits with every engagement, and many Feldkaplane meet their end despite their blessed protection. But in their deaths, they leave behind more than broken bodies. They leave a legacy of courage and defiance, a reminder that faith can stand as strong as any fortress, even when surrounded by the fires of hell. With every battle, the armor of the Feldkaplane becomes more than a tool. It becomes a symbol of the Prussian Free State's unyielding resolve, a testament to the enduring power of belief and ingenuity in the face of unimaginable horrors. The weapons of the Prussian Feldkaplane are more than tools of war, they are instruments of faith. Each blade, grenade, and firearm carried by these clerics serves a dual purpose: to destroy the Heretic Legion's infernal legions and to reaffirm the sanctity of their holy mission. To witness a Feldkaplane wield their arsenal is to see divine wrath given form, a righteous fury unleashed on the damned. At the heart of their armament lies the sword, a weapon steeped in spiritual significance. These are no ordinary blades. They are forged to resemble the mythical flaming sword wielded by the angel who guarded the Garden of Eden. Each blade is blessed during its creation, etched with prayers and sanctified inscriptions. Some are smaller replicas of the legendary brands carried by the paladins, infused with sacred metals that burn with a divine glow when striking unholy foes. To be struck by such a weapon is to feel the wrath of heaven itself, a purging fire that leaves no trace of corruption behind. But the sword is only one piece of the Feldkaplane's arsenal. Among their most fearsome tools are the grenades they carry, filled with an alchemical concoction of myrrh, hemlock, and burning incense. When detonated, these grenades scatter embers that burn through flesh, bone, and even the unnatural constructs of the Heretic Legion. Classified chemical agents enhance their lethality, ensuring that nothing unholy can withstand their fiery wrath. These weapons are as much about spectacle as they are destruction, filling the air with the scent of sanctity as they wreak havoc among the enemy. The Feldkaplane's arsenal is not limited to melee and explosives. Many are equipped with advanced firearms blessed by the Church militant. Though rare, these ranged weapons are often adorned with reliquaries, ensuring that every bullet fired carries the weight of holy intent. These guns, while not as devastating as their melee counterparts, serve as an extension of the Feldkaplane's will, striking down enemies from afar while bolstering the morale of their allies. Each weapon is not merely functional but symbolic, a reminder of the divine authority under which the Feldkaplane act. Yet the power they wield comes with great responsibility. Every blade, grenade, and bullet must be used with purpose, as they are seen as extensions of the Church's will and the divine mandate of the Prussian Free State. To misuse these tools would be to desecrate the very faith they serve. On the battlefield, the sight of a Feldkaplane wielding their holy weapons inspires awe and terror in equal measure. For their allies, it is a beacon of hope, a sign that even in the darkest trenches, the light of faith can shine through. For their enemies, it is a harbinger of doom, a grim reminder that no force of hell can withstand the righteous fury of the faithful. In the unrelenting crucible of the Trench Crusade, where death waits at every turn and the air is thick with despair, the Prussian Feldkaplane draw strength not only from their faith, but also from the substances crafted in the alchemical forges of the Church militant. Among these is the notorious holy smoke, a compound both revered and feared, a blessing that sustains the body while taxing the soul. For the Feldkaplane, it is as much a symbol of their devotion as it is a burden they must bear. Holy smoke is a sacred chemical mixture, its recipe closely guarded by the alchemists of the Prussian Church. Inhaled through specially crafted censers or masks, it floods the body with a euphoric surge of energy and clarity, allowing the Feldkaplane to fight on when others would falter. This concoction is said to connect its users to the divine, sharpening their focus and enhancing their physical capabilities while shielding them at least temporarily, from the horrors of the infernal legions. For a soldier surrounded by death, holy smoke can mean the difference between survival and oblivion. Yet the price of this blessing is steep. Prolonged exposure to holy smoke takes a devastating toll on the body and mind, leaving its users hollowed out by its potent effects. Many Feldkaplan grow dependent on it, their lives sustained only by the fumes that grant them temporary strength. Overdoses are common, leading to collapse, madness, or even death. The great hospice of New Antioch is filled with the shattered remnants of once mighty clerics, their bodies withered and their minds broken by years of overuse. Here, they spend their final days, cared for by the same faith that once fueled their battles, though few ever recover. Compounding the toll of holy smoke are the martyrdom pills, another alchemical creation carried by the Feldkaplan. These pills are consumed as a final act of defiance, granting their user an explosive surge of power in their last moments. It is said that the divine energy unleashed by the pills can turn even the frailest cleric into a force capable of holding back the tide of hell. Yet, this ultimate act of devotion leaves nothing behind but scorched earth and the memory of a life given for the cause. Despite the dangers, the Feldkaplan accept these tools as part of their sacred duty. For them, the sacrifice of body and mind is a small price to pay in the war against the Heretic Legion. Holy smoke and martyrdom. Pills are not mere crutches. They are symbols of the lengths to which the faithful will go to protect their flock and serve their divine mission. The use of these substances highlights the paradox of the Feldkaplan's existence. They are figures of hope and strength for those around them, yet they carry the burden of their own slow destruction. Their sacrifice is not just one of the battlefield, but also of their very humanity, given willingly in the name of faith and the fight against hell's infernal legions. The Prussian Feldkaplan stand as unyielding sentinels of faith on the hellish front lines of the Trench Crusade. Their war is not just against flesh and blood, but against the very essence of infernal corruption. With every battle, they pit their unshakable belief against the sorcery of the Heretic Legion and the malefic powers of the Goetic Inferno. It is a war without end, but one they wage with the certainty that their cause is righteous, even if it costs them everything. To understand the Feldkaplan's struggle, one must confront the nature of their enemy. The Heretic Legion is a force unlike any other, wielding sorcery that twists reality and unleashes horrors from the depths of hell itself. Against such foes, the Feldkaplan's role is paramount. Their presence bolsters the morale of soldiers, their faith acting as a bulwark against the creeping despair that the infernal powers seek to sow. Their blessed weapons and armor are not just tools, but symbols of divine authority, countering the heretics' dark magic with the light of their conviction. Among the ranks of the Feldkaplan, tales of extraordinary defiance abound. Figures like Freiherr Rainer Schwentner, a renowned member of the Swords of the Lord Division, have become legends. Schwentner's carved wooden backpiece depicting the Prussian eagle and his reliquary containing a feather of the angel Uriel are not mere ornaments, but sources of strength that inspire his comrades and strike fear into the hearts of his enemies. His deeds, like those of many Feldkaplan, remind both allies and foes that faith can be a weapon as sharp as any blade. Yet the cost of this war is immense. The Feldkaplan do not fight without sacrifice. They endure physical wounds, mental torment, and the slow corrosion of their humanity under the strain of endless conflict. Many succumb to the effects of holy smoke or the horrors of the battlefield, becoming martyrs in a war where no victory is permanent. Their losses are deeply felt, yet their memory becomes a rallying cry for those who remain, a reminder of the sacred duty they bear. The legacy of the Feldkaplan is not measured in victories or territories reclaimed. It is found in the enduring hope they kindle amid the darkest of times. Each act of defiance against the infernal forces is a testament to the power of belief, a declaration that even in the face of unimaginable horrors, the human spirit cannot be extinguished. As the Trench Crusade rages on, the Feldkaplan will continue their fight. They are warriors of faith, symbols of resilience, and harbingers of hope in a war that seems endless. For as long as the Heretic Legion threatens humanity, the Prussian Feldkaplane will stand firm, their faith burning brightly against the inferno.